So I'm chilling on my 9 to 5 job and I casually check my email. In between bigger penis spam and other garbage, I see that there's an email from YouTube and it's got a title like I've never seen before. Copyright takedown request received from my... Holy shit, somebody put a copyright strike on one of my videos. I mean, that's not that surprising. It's probably a matter of time realistically for how much I use this random X-Men footage from the X-Men animated series that I love. No, who is it from? Here's the information. Copyright owner name, CycleCruza. What? Let me just stop right here and say that if you don't give a shit about facts or reality, you should just stop watching this now. And I'm about to give you a big double dose of both. And if you can't handle that, that's fine. Don't watch my content. These videos are not for you. Really, I don't care about your opinion. If you enjoyed the righteous fury I brought down on Cycle Shithead last time, buckle up, friendos, because that wasn't even my final form. Just to catch you up, let's get the timeline so far. April 20th, How to Ride a Motorcycle Part 3, Countersteering, Quartering, and Target Fixation is posted by CycleCruza. In this video, he incorrectly describes countersteering, stating that the user needs to push down on a motorcycle's handlebar in order to countersteer instead of forward. Around May 10th, I don't have the exact date, that'll come into play later, CycleCruza posts a video called Countersteering Controversy, where he doubles down on his incorrect description of countersteering, as well as patronizes and makes fun of his fans for trying to assist him in correcting his error. May 12th, I post a video called CycleCruza Doesn't Understand Countersteering, where I take CycleCruza's countersteering controversy video and his source material and show how they directly contradict each other to prove that he has no idea what he's talking about, and encouraging people to tell him to take that video down. May 14th, CycleCruza pulls his countersteering controversy video. Then he posts a new video called How to Turn a Motorcycle Countersteering the Easy Way. This video isn't so much accurate as it is ambiguous. It no longer describes the direction you push the handlebar down or forward. May 25th, CycleCruza posts a video called Steering vs. Countersteering Motorcycle Simplified. This is where he finally gets countersteering more or less correct. It's a lazy video, but it's accurate. And as a bonus, May 27th, he posted a video called Motovloggers That Piss Me Off, which I didn't actually care to look at until the copyright strike, but after watching it, I realized he was basically just talking about me in a passive-aggressive way. If you're not sure what a copyright strike is, that's fine. Let me explain it to you briefly. If you create something, it protects you from people who would simply copy that thing, re-upload it, and try to monetize it. That's the design. However, what's happened is that cowardly people have weaponized this protective tool. They do this to try to silence people who criticize, dissent, or if they just have a grudge against somebody. This is not a new thing, and it's been going on for years. It's definitely cowardly to try to surreptitiously take down a video of somebody who criticized you. If he wanted me to take the video down, he should have come to me. However, he never attempted to contact me. Also, you should probably be careful who you do this shit to. You doxed yourself to me. You gave me your real name and your personal email. For someone who's supposedly so security minded, you fucking sure don't understand this shit at all. I'm not some asshole who's gonna do anything malicious with that because I think that's fucked up, but you should be fucking careful, man. Although it did take me a lot of self-control not to call you by your first name in this video. And just to be crystal clear, my usage of his video falls well under fair use. Okay, maybe it was too much for me to expect that you would thank me after I corrected your previous video, helping you not look like a total idiot. Maybe that was wishful thinking. What I didn't expect was for you to cry about it to your fan base to validate your opinion. I know for a fact that this Motovloggers That Piss Me Off video is predominantly about me. There might be some other people in there, but it's mostly about me. How do I know? Because I searched quite a bit for people that did criticisms based on his video, and there really aren't many hits. None of them got the traction that mine did. Also, because of the copyright strike, I know he's watched my video for sure. Because he pulled his previous video, if you Google search his name and countersteering, my video was the first hit for several days. And YouTube's browse feature started to recommend my video on all of his. The reason for giving you all this context is to help correct this false narrative that he's propagating that he's taking the high ground in these situations, or that he's manned up or learned his lesson. On the contrary, over the last couple weeks, Cycle Shitfuck has clearly demonstrated that he is a cowardly, passive-aggressive, thin-skinned motovlogger
in history has been treated worse or more unfairly.
Who's got a victim complex. Let's take a look at what he recently said in his Motovloggers That Piss Him Off video.
I'm not the type of person, I don't call out anybody's name. I don't say anything negative about any specific person by name.
Right, what you do is called passive aggression. By not calling out any one person specifically, you give yourself a number of benefits. It protects you from being specifically wrong. People can't go check in on the person that you're insulting to figure out the facts. They can't verify anything because you didn't say specifically. This isn't high ground. This is the lowest ground you can take. This brings us to the next topic that Cycle Shithead wants to educate us about: incentives. Let's find out what he thinks the incentives are for people being mean to him.
I'm not the type of person that I'm trying to create these bullshit beefs out here to trump up views and subscribers. Especially these newbies out here that start up, that try to make a name for themselves. But a lot of people out here making a living, they don't have a job. So they need to make a living off of YouTube.
Well, let's start by talking about my incentives. This'll be quick. I have all monetization and ads turned off on my channel. I make no money from making these videos. I have no merchandise. I have no secondary or alternative source of income related to creating videos. Now, let's take a look at your incentives. I'm going to look at some secondary resources to try to get a better picture instead of just taking at face value what you've said in a couple videos on your channel. Well, you definitely have advertisements turned on. How much money does that make? This is the challenging part about advertising, is that advertising just isn't transparent. There are a lot of back-end details like engagement and click rate, views and subscribers that all create a total amount of advertising revenue. We can make some estimations, but there's no way to know for sure. According to the analytics site Social Blade, you make between $5,000 and $77,000 just on advertising. Let's give you the benefit down here. Let's go low. Let's say you make $15,000. I think that's really low. You know, that probably explains why you don't want to pull down your videos that are wrong, because if you pulled those down, that's less money in your pocket. When you don't pull a video that has dangerous lies in it, you prove that you care more about money than the safety of your viewers. It's also why you pump out new videos all the time. New videos means more views means more dollars. Because you're so dead set on pumping out videos all the time, when you finally talk about something that's important, you don't take the time to research and fully understand the topic, which puts viewers that trust you at risk. And you also plaster every one of your videos with Amazon affiliate links, which is basically you being a salesman. You talk about a thing and then you hope people want it, and then they click through on your Amazon affiliate link, and then you get a small cut. You get to wet your beak a little bit, right? There's no way to know how much you make from that short of W-2s. I think it's a bit scummy that you don't disclose that these affiliate links make you money, at least anywhere I can find. But really the main issue is that you don't see this as trying to sell your viewers something, which is a special form of cognitive dissonance. Speaking of selling things to people, don't forget about your merch store. You get to cash in on all those witty and not at all cringy catchphrases that you have. Again, another thing you plaster at the end of every one of your videos, hoping somebody goes through and buys it. So these people that you're saying are trying to stir shit up with you, who have like a couple thousand views on their videos, have no merchandising, and have no Amazon affiliate links, they're making a living off this? Go fuck yourself, dude. People with 1,000 views on a video aren't making anything from this. You're the only one making money. You can shove that bullshit right back where it came from, because none of that shit's true. I'm not explaining all this to say that monetizing content is wrong. Far from it. Creative people deserve to be compensated. But making videos misleading people means that you're profiteering from their ignorance, which is fucked. Now that we know how Cycle Shitfuck makes his money, let's hear what he thinks about other models of making money other than advertising, Amazon affiliate links, and selling you merch.
I'm tired of this donation shit, man. Patreon. You've never seen on my channel, I don't ask for a single fucking dime, man. Like panhandlers out here on the fucking streets. I tell you, I unsubscribe to anybody that comes at me with this Patreon shit.
Really? Because I would unsubscribe from anybody who had as much ignorant bullshit coming out of their mouth as you. You should not compare yourself to people on Patreon, because you do not stack up well. You want to see the type of shit that people that are making a lot of money on Patreon make? Check this shit out.
It wasn't necessarily the earliest days of id, but it was some pretty early days, you know, back working on Quake 2, back when the company was just, you know, 10 people or so.
I am the Beatles of people. Let's look at their latest commercial for cornflakes right now.
Keen to the scent, the hunt is my muse, a means to an end, this path that I choose.
There's a lot of really good shit out there. But the real kicker is you are doing the exact same thing. The only difference is what's being sold and who's buying it. You are fucking delusional if you think there's a difference between a Patreon model where people pay directly to a person and you sitting there asking for money to go buy your merch, go to Amazon affiliate links, like and subscribe, share this video. Whether you admit it or not, they are the exact same thing. The difference is the customers give you money by giving the time and attention to advertisers. Or they buy something from you directly and you get a cut of that profit. Or you sell them some low quality merchandise. There is a lot more in this video to criticize. I didn't even get into the fact that he compares himself to Tupac Shakur. Honestly, your ignorance is getting fucking boring. My advice to you is very simple. Don't pop off about shit that you don't understand that could get people hurt. This rudimentary financial advice you give, and the people you make fun of, whatever, who cares? You should really humble yourself a bit. You influence a lot of people. If you continue to act like a petulant child, other people are going to think that that's how they should deal with conflict too. So do yourself a favor and take yourself a little less seriously. And if you got a problem with my shit, don't be passive aggressive about it. No more lying, implying, and backdoor bullshit. Lastly, if you think that CycleCruza's fans should see this video, like it. That makes it more likely that it'll show up in his feed recommended for his viewers. Ride fast and take chances!